Hi there, I'm Marty and I have rheumatoid arthritis. I was diagnosed in 1987. It's 2024 now, 37 years later. So I've had rheumatoid arthritis more than half of my life. I was 30 and I'm 67 now. In 1987, there wasn't much, and I lived in a terrible flare. In fact, I've had flares off and on for 37 years. I've never been in a true remission. I have felt great before. I have been to a point where I couldn't walk, and the medication helped me, and it was like incredible. It was a miracle. It was the most wonderful thing, but it wasn't what I'm going through now. Right now, nothing hurts. Nothing hurts. I have little discomforts from artificial joints or old joint damage, but I don't have a new flare. I'm taking a walk. I feel good. I'm amazed I feel good because I had some shocking information dealt to us on Wednesday. My brother-in-law got checked out, thought they were just going to have a simple heart cath, and they went in and saw that, he needed a double bypass. He's okay, he's home. It's been not quite a month, and he's recovering and feeling great. Brother-in-law number 2, there's 3 of us, had surgery a year and a half ago and has not been very active since then. Didn't feel well, called his wife from work, my sister, and said, I don't feel good. I think I need to go to the hospital. I just can't catch my breath, and I feel crummy. Well, he had been swelling. His ankles were swollen, and they were just like, yeah, you need to move around, blah, blah, blah. So he went to the hospital, and they checked him out and said, we need to do a heart cath on you. There's something going on. Did some tests and did that. Heart cath showed that his heart was great, but his lungs had 3 humongous blood clots in them from being so stationary. So, hi there.
Sorry.
That's fine. So, they were so bad that they did surgery and did kind of a heart cath surgery. A pulmonologist came in and did it. It was sort of a heart cath surgery where they go in through your groin or your neck someplace, and through the heart into the lungs, retrieve the blood clots and pull them out. That was 2 weeks ago. He's in rehab, getting better and learning how to be more mobile post-surgery that he had a year and a half ago, which was rods in his spine because he had such bad scoliosis. That's been 2 weeks ago. And here is brother-in-law number 3, my husband. Out of the 3 sisters, all 3 husbands, within a month's time, are going for heart ailments with the same doctor. Yeah, it's incredible. I'm so glad that they caught all this on the tests. So we're going to drive down to Florida. It's an 8 or 9 hour drive. We were going to fly. Mark insisted that we do it here first, and I was afraid because I thought, gee, I don't know these doctors here. You're going to go in and say, hey, I'm your new patient, do a heart cath. Yeah, my doctor gave his cell phone number to share with that doctor so he could give him the skinny, he said. But still, a stranger that doesn't know any of my husband's history will be doing a heart cath here. And what if he says that Mark needs bypass? Do I say, do it, save him? Or do I say, I don't know you, I don't trust your judgment? And in Jacksonville, where we live, I trust him. If he does a heart cath and says we have to do a bypass, it's like, make the appointment. When are we going to do it? Now? Okay. I wouldn't have any qualms about it. So I decided Mark just has to go along for the ride. He seriously did not want to go. Then he wanted to fly, which would have been just a zoo, because if he ended up having to have a bypass, I'd have to fly back up. So that wouldn't work. So we're just going to drive down. And Marcus finally okayed it, but it was a big, we don't really fight, but it was a big conversation, and that was stressful. And the fact that his heart isn't well is stressful. And the fact that he needs surgery and possibly open heart surgery, according to the doctor, is stressful. So with rheumatoid arthritis and stress, what do? you flare. So here it was Wednesday, and I knew when I woke up on Thursday, even though I feel great with the rituximab and luflutamide and prednisone, I knew I was going to wake up a 99-year-old woman the next morning. Even though I'm in a sort of I think that I'm in remission. I've never felt this good, but I just knew it. When you have a full body flare like that, you can't really point to what really hurts. Everything hurts. Everything. You walk like you're 99 years old. It's just terrible. And I knew that was going to happen, but guess what? I woke up on Thursday morning feeling great. And I even took Tylenol before I went to bed Wednesday night because I knew that I was going to feel absolutely horrendous the next day from that stress. I didn't sleep that night, which makes me flare. I probably was up till 3 or 4 in the morning. And then I woke up at my normal 6 or 7 the next morning. So I just knew it was going to be an awful, awful flare. And I woke up feeling tired, but great. We still don't have a time for the a time slot yet for Mark's surgery. So we're not leaving here until we have a time. So once we get that time slot done, we'll pack up the car and go. But it won't be the big move like moving houses from one house to another. It'll just be, clothes, makeup, personal stuff. Whatever's in the fridge, we'll bring in a little cooler with us. Whatever can freeze will go into the freezer. So, because we'll be back at worst case scenario 7 weeks, maybe 8, maybe. So, best case scenario, we'll be back after a week. So yay for that. So it's incredible that I didn't have a full body flare, but I know all of you with rheumatoid arthritis know exactly what I'm talking about when you got that punch in the stomach shock news that really clobbers you and your rheumatoid arthritis goes insane and you just can't. I should have been curled up in bed with pain pills, but instead this new medication did the trick. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Now I'm not saying everybody should take Rituxan and leflutamide. It's leflutamide. I'm not saying it would work for everybody. I've had other combinations that I thought were great, but only lasted 3 to 6 months. And that was Kineret, birdie bird, little red robins all over the place. Kineret and Enbrel and Remicade. I've taken the gambit of everything. And this seems to be really incredible. I've never felt like this in 37 years. So, not to have a full body flare, not to have any flare whatsoever. My shoulders are fine, my elbows are fine, my neck, my jaw, my knees, everything is fine. It's absolutely and completely, ridiculously incredible that I feel this good. Yeah, but for those of you that don't have medication that's working for you yet, and you get a horrible shock, bad news, you know what it's like to have that body flare and how awful it is. And I don't think that your friends know, because you know what you do when you feel like that? You hibernate. At least I did. That's when you stay home, you get a blankie, you sit on the couch with the remote. You lay in bed with the remote. You don't want to eat, but you eat because you're bored. You want to do something, it's too hard to read because your eyes hurt, your hands hurt. You can't turn the page, you can't hold the Kindle. You don't want to hit the Kindle to make, you just don't want to do anything. You don't want to talk on the phone. You certainly don't want to talk to anybody because you don't want this to be what they know you for, because that is what will define you. When people know that you've had this terrible pain, this terrible, terrible incident that happened that caused this terrible pain, they're like, don't tell Marty, because if she gets upset, she's going to inflame. And That's not what always happens, but certainly if you find out your husband's heart isn't working right, and he could be, if he doesn't go in, he could have a heart attack or a stroke. Oh my gosh. Is it going to happen this week while we're waiting for the heart cath? He's in there working out. It's like, should you be working out? Should you break a sweat? Should you bring your heart rate up? He works out every other day. He's the last person I would expect to have a heart problem. But he's also the person that ate very badly all of his life. Very badly. Look at this. It's a little wild magnolia tree. I guess all magnolia trees are wild. Is it a magnolia? No, is that a dogwood? Doesn't have the little dips. It's got 4 leaves. Let's look at this good leaf. Is that a dogwood? If it is, it's humongous, because there's my hand behind it. I'm a little person, but I'm not that little. So that's what's happening. You guys, don't let your disability define who you are. Be happy. Try to be standing up straight and put makeup on, look pretty. Try to take care of yourself when you're hurt. It's bad and it makes you feel crummy. So do something to make you feel good. I'm taking a walk today because I can, and it makes me feel good to be outside. And if I didn't feel good, maybe I'd sit in a rocking chair outside and enjoy this cool weather. Somebody's walking past, so I'm going to just turn around for a minute. Yeah. So if I didn't feel good, I might sit in a rocking chair on the porch and enjoy the cool weather. But since I do feel good, there's our recreation center with the gym in there, Beach Mountain.
Right.
So because I do feel good, I'm taking a walk. And maybe I'll go in and do some leg exercises because those don't seem to hurt my back. Okay, you guys. Love y'all. Have a great day. Bye.